working on the new tackle box sorting out. So some old stuff, video going. One tackle box and have it all in one area. And we've got two sidekicks there. We've got Dodger and Bob. Say hello, boys. Hello, boys. Just gonna work out where things fit. New tackle box. Go in there. Got a couple of these when we go paravaning. Whoops. Way up. Just cut the top off that. Yeah. That. Your trebles, really small ones. That one there, didn't really caught much on it, but it looks like it has. Might caught cuter. That way, that's why. It's all scratched up from that. I'm just cleaning up this tackle box and all this stuff. I'm going to put in the new one. Those are tuned in. It's probably a bit boring, it's not everyone's cup of tea, but see what's happening. Where's everyone tuned in from anyway? One quart feet. No. Okay. Perfect. Got some new ones of these to try. I don't know how they'll go. They just look like little shrimp. Be getting whiting and stuff. Near Tama River. Got the river out that way. G'day Amos. Thanks for tuning in. Caught these today as well, so I do a bit of paravaning. Never now and then I lose a lot of stuff, so I've been pretty lucky lately. And I want to give these a try. I reckon they'll be alright. Don't know how they go, they might even cast right too. Got these are really good for salmon off the beach, or even out of the boat, if there's schools of salmon and that. I've caught a lot of salmon off them, they're good. They don't sort of look like much, but yeah, they're alright. And blue seems to be a good colour here as well. And these are a Hayabusa whiting rig. And I think they'll be alright. They've got the nice little frilly things on there. There's 2 pack in there, so there's 2 lots of 2s. And they'll do alright. Rich old stuff, squirrels. Just want to have more organised in one spot. It's easier to get to. And yeah. But thanks everyone for tuning in. Where you all tuning in from? I don't know about that one. I reckon that one do it right. be getting some squid. Close that open for open, so I'll make it out on this. This one here, old Kmart, or Audi or whatever you want to call it, Walmart or something. Just a mix set of them, they're like $8. G'day Carlos, how you going? Where you tuned in from, champ? I'm in Tasmania, northern Tasmania. I'm looking forward to going fishing this Arvo. You get to have a look at me boat on some of my other videos. It's a 15 footer with a 75 horse on the back, and it's a bit too quick for me. Well, I can't read where you're from, but thanks anyway, mate. I reckon that'd do alright too, nice colour. It's got the orange, and they've got the other little spines on the back there too, so... Water or what? Oh yeah, cool. Don't do much freshwater fishing. I used to a lot, but just time. I'm too lazy, and it can be slow. Sometimes you go a weekend and don't catch nothing. Although that's been happening when we're in saltwater lately too. We've had a fair bit of rain. So when we get too much rain, we don't seem to catch anything because there's too much fresh water in the river. Yeah. Thanks, 8Eater88. Thanks for tuning in. I'm just going to sort out lots of stuff, lots of bits and pieces. Have this here more set up better, more efficient. So I'm not tripping over this because this is a congested mess down in the bottom down there, so I can't find nothing. I'm tripping over myself. But yeah. What's everyone up to today anyway? It's 6 o'clock in the morning here. These, yep, Tassie Devils, they're really good this time of year in trout fishing, especially these colours because they look like little galaxoids, and yeah, they'll catch a lot of fish. They're very similar to the little hatchlings. Oh yeah, so I'm just trying to figure out what's going to go where. What I've got. Go to the shop and get hooks, but I've got hooks. Got heaps. So that's little bean sinkers, they're handy. Whole packets of hooks. Little bean sinkers, little droppers, that's right. Oh yeah, that one I got right too. That'd be a good little trout lure. Because of the colours, it looks like a baby trout. Especially the little red dots on them, I like that. I like the little red dots. Small sinkers. I did have some other stuff somewhere, but I can't find it. So I'm going to have to go out and have a look in the boat in case I put it somewhere else. I'm just trying to keep it all together so I don't lose nothing. Hi there, thanks for tuning in. Just going to clean my tackle box today, have a bit of a clean up. Getting things set up in the new one. Got a bit of a mess. Everything's a bit all over the place, but yeah, it's all good. That's all salmon on these. Little salmon and little mullet and stuff. There's there they go for the water, little flatfish. He's a member of the Broken Rod gang. Yep. It says that maybe snap between. I'll be right. I was looking for him the other day. Small hooks. They're really handy. They're really good. Small hooks. For trout, little salmon and that. Lots of fun too. Soft plastic G-heads. Hello, Bob. Hi, Bob. George. Hello, boys. Hi. Me today, sorting out my tackle box. There's little soft plastic G-heads. I don't know. Too sure this will go. Oh. What are you looking, boys? Hey. Sleepy dogs. They got it easy, haven't you? Got it easy. Yep. You know, awesome. Little beans here. G'day mate, how you going? Who's all tuned in from? I'm just down here in Tasmania, sorting out my tackle box today. Got a new one to make it a bit more organised. The other one's a bit, how you going? Seen better days, but yeah. I'm here today with Bob. Don't look so surprised, mate. And Dodger, hey mate. Him and my two sidekicks. They're tuning in for the day. G'day Manko, how you going? Where you tuned in from? Thanks for your support. Everyone do a bit of fishing and a bit of sorting out, a bit of whatever, what he's into, what sort of hobbies you got. We'll talk about anything you want. Your mate Bob and his mate Dodge. Yeah. So just going through sorting out bits and pieces. And I might leave this one here in the shed with some stuff in it. Look at these. These are homemade ones, but they do alright. They're through the water. And the trout come up, go bang. That. And little treble off the back. Sometimes with a little bead. That there looks like a little whiting. Oh, sorry, a little grayling. A little fish. Bang. Just trying to work out what's going to go where and try and make it as efficient as possible. Where's everyone tuning in from anyway? I'm down here in northern Tasmania, bottom of Australia. We're having a good time. Swivels. They're really good on like gear. Really good, lots of fun. You're from Madrid? Oh, that's alright, mate. In Spain. Excellent. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I'm in Tasmania, the other side of the world, but yeah, cool. What sort of fishing, or got any hobbies or anything you do? Stuff you muck around with? There's another homemade one. That's a pearler too. Catch potato you got there. Yeah, there's two of one. And two. Thanks for tuning in, mate. Sean Little. Thank you. Like and sub for a few extra videos, and check out me what's been happening in the other videos, bit of maintenance on vehicles and boats and stuff. And hey, what's happening, Fleabag? Right, so I'll sort out all my trout stuff. This one. Yeah, these are good too, these little ones. Yep. Yeah, dogs have got dozy, mate, and it's good. They're like our family. they're awesome, you know. So there, got the fire going happening there, like that. So it doesn't get much better actually. Nice and comfortable. So it should be out catching fish, but I'm hanging with these two at the moment. Dodge, say hi. Good boys. Yep. Oh, I'm chronically unemployed. That's no good. Although the dogs are. It doesn't get much better for them. Oh, I'll work. Yeah, I'm a gas painter by trade, so we're always pretty busy. There's lots of new builds going on. There's always something happening. Yeah, Tasmania's pretty busy at the moment, and I reckon it always will be. Yeah, little dogs, I think I live with them. It's like it's their house. They got more of a say than I do. Oh, you're employed? Cool. What are you doing, mate? Where do you work at? Sean Little. Don't forget to like and sub and tune in for a couple of other videos and see what I get up to. Bit of a rap bag with all sorts, you know. These little ones. Oh, yeah. I own a tree care company. Cool. Like fallen trees, I've got a couple of videos, you know, chainsaws cutting firewood and stuff, and yeah, like an arborist, they might call it over there, where you trim trees and all that sort of stuff. That's pretty cool. Good job. Always outside, fresh air. Yeah, cool. And there's a Kmart one. I don't know what I'll do with that one yet. But I like those little ones there. Arbitrist, yeah, cool. Excellent. Do you use like mainly power tools, or I suppose a lot of things are battery operated now, aren't they? Okay. Yeah, we're not saying we're backwards down here, but we got electricity and stuff. But yeah, it's just it's a lot of bush still, and we work in the bush a lot. But cool. It'd be good job. You'd be always outside getting the fresh air and stuff. There's some sinkers and drop lines I made up. Got my own moulds, make the sinkers ourselves, so we don't have to buy them, which is handy. Yeah, cool. I'm glad you like your job, mate. It makes it easy when you like it. Do you work today, or you got today off? Today's our Saturday here. I've got a bit of a tangle up. I've got a bit of a schmozzle. Oh yeah, cool. Got good views. Yeah, awesome. Well, your office is the whole world, isn't it, when you're outside? There's nothing wrong with that. Oh, okay, yep, so you work in the office too? Oh, cool. How many in the business, in the company that work with you? Yeah, all soft plastics, and they're really good. They're sort of really similar. Like these ones. Like that. Green and gold and yeah, cool, eh? Good on you. Good achievement. Nice sized company. Two crews of 4. Excellent. Excellent. Do you have to have special licenses for chainsaws and trucks and that over there, or you can just drive whatever? Like, yeah, because here they're trying to phase out 2-strokes and stuff. So I don't know what's going to happen in a few years' time. I don't know if they'll ever be able to replace the two-stroke power, but I think battery operated stuff's getting better. But yeah, Okay, yeah. Well, it's good though. You'd still have to do some sort of training to know what you're doing, prune your trees and cut the bits and pieces and sort of be safe. And otherwise, it'd be, well, you always hear about horror shows, don't you? People dropping trees on cars and houses and shit, and not being real careful. Because you always get that person that's going to do a job for nothing, make a mess of it, and then you got to come in and fix it. And then the owner goes cook because you were too dear in the first place, but the other idiot was half the price and they make a mess of it. Yeah. Nah, but well, at least you got a good company, and to have 8 people doing it, it's pretty good. Like obviously, yeah, it's ongoing work, so people know you got a good reputation, and that's how it goes from there. It just takes off. As long as you're always busy and keep the guys happy and everyone's happy, it's good. Happy worker wants to go to work, wants some juice, and feels appreciated. Everyone's a winner. I've made some pretty serious posts and stuff. Yeah, good on you. Here's some traces. The old bag looks a bit mouldy. I've been sitting in a tackle box for too long. Yeah. Oh, I don't know where to put what. There's too much choice. You've got too much stuff. Sometimes you've got too much, sometimes you've got not enough. I did have heaps of other jigs, but I can't find them. I think they're out the boat somewhere. What's the name of your dog? Mustafa? This one's Bob. And that one's Dodger. Tree always makes the final call. Yep, that's right. The tree always does make the final call. You're right there, Sean. Because when it's going to go somewhere, it's going to go where it wants to go. So, you put your face in that in, you can hope for the best. Sometimes you might string a couple of ropes up or some strops, try and pull it one way, or machine, push it over. But in the bush, we try and just, if we've got plenty of room, you try and get it to go one way, but you just stay at the base of the tree. If it's going to fall, you can sort of walk around it. Hopefully, I'm not saying it's perfect, but it sort of works for me. But yeah. No, I'll just cut a bit of firewood for myself and sell some. Yeah, you are right. You can prepare all you want, but the tree will go where it wants to go. You're right, but you just got to hope for the best. I suppose that's why sometimes they cut them down from the top little bits, so it's less likely to go wherever. Yeah. So, what's your plans today in the office, or you probably just knocked off, have you? You got much on for the weekend? Bit of fishing or a bit of sightseeing or something? They're a bit big. Probably won't use them much. But they're on sale for like $2.50. So what do, These aren't bad. They're little snap swivels. Bob, say hello. Bob, say hello. Good boy. Yeah, then what's it? Sorry about the camera shots. Oh yeah, turkey hunting. Oh, something different. Then do you take them home and like put them in the freezer and cook them up, or do they run wild there, or they just like what do you call it? Like they're sort of in an area. Like someone's got a big farm and you're allowed to go shoot on their farm. Oh, okay. Yeah. I suppose you could eat them straight up if you're camping and that. Some of them. Like we cook up the fish sometimes fresh straight away. Especially if we're camping. Saves you take them home. Because if you're not careful, the flies get into them, then that wasn't a good idea. But yeah. I'm glad that the guys obviously come in and get paid. Is it like just usually a bank transfer now? Everything over here is like bank cash is slowly getting phased out. Like 10, 15 years ago, people still got paid cash in envelopes sometimes. But now it's all just through the computer, through the banks. So, yeah, it's just the government wants to know where all the money goes all the time, I suppose. Turkey hunting, you have to travel far to go and do that? How much is it? Oh, I don't know. Oh, this is a mess. It's probably about $400 or $500 worth of stuff that I've got over the last 10 or 15 years. I try and buy everything when it's on sale, you know. Oh, you're on your own property, cool. Do you have much land, or much acres and that, do you, Sean? Or I've got only a small block of 10 acres, but yeah, sometimes we get some wallaby and kangaroo and stuff, but I don't hunt them really. Some of the other locals do for dog meat and stuff, but sometimes people make sausages and stuff with them too. But the meat's real dry. Oh yeah, 7.5 acres, still a good amount though. Yep. Do other people come with you, or you just sort of just do your own thing by yourself a bit? And do you have to travel far to get to your land? Like mine's, I've got this house here, and then I'm about 5 kilometres out the road where my block is. Oh yeah, awesome. So the turkeys can go and feed there too, and then come back with and forwards and whatever. Yeah, cool. Excellent, mate. Yeah. I'll drink something there in a party, mate. Yeah, I'll drink. Yes. Jones Boags Draft. As I am me on the Boags Green Wanderer. And Boags Green. That's me. I don't leave home without it. It's my #1 hydration pack. That you cannot. There's never a bad time for a Boags Green. When you have a good day, have a Boags Green. When you have a bad day, have a Boags Green. When you're in trouble, have a Boags Green. When you have a good time, have a Boags Green. There's never a bad time to stay hydrated. Oh yeah, cool. So yeah, where you are, Sean, is, yeah, it's good. With the turkeys come down, they go to get the water and then come back, and yeah. Do they have a set patterns for times when they do it? Like 6:30 in the morning, or just on dark, or just on daylight? Yeah, cool. Yeah. Ah, thanks everyone for tuning in. Yeah, like clockwork. Yeah, they are too, aren't they? It's just, like, when you go out to my bush, it's you'll see areas you think someone's walked through there, but it hasn't been. It's been a wallaby or a little kangaroo, and they'll just take the same path all the time. Ding, 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 ding. You see, go down the creek, have a drink, down to the water, and up again, and off. But yeah, that's good. Do you get many in? Do they come in little groups, like 5 or 6, or just 1 or 2, or 10 or something at a time? How do they sort of travel? Oh, about 20. Oh, yeah, it's like a big family, or like a group of them, man. Yeah. So how do you sort of pick 1 or 2 off without the rest of them knowing, or you just get a couple that are just all along the back or something, maybe? Oh yeah. Yeah, cool. Here's one I set up years ago. I'll cut the line off that because it's a bit air going. cut it too hard. Yeah. Soft plastic with a little jig head on them. That there part there, that's the expensive part. It's ridiculous. There's like $2.50 each. Like, you got to try and save them where you can. But thanks, Sean, for tuning in. Appreciate it. Hope you have a good time. I hope you get a few turkeys and that. And just like the biggest hen with the babies trailing behind. I would know about it. Yeah, cool. And then the rest can just go off and do their family thing. You just take one or two. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, I like that idea. It's good. It's sustainable. Keeps them all sort of happy-ish without upsetting the flock too much. Can you tell the difference between the male ones and the female easy? Or how do they look different? Oh, they obviously have to look different. Because you want to keep it sustainable, don't you? So you can keep hunting there for years. You don't want to shoot them all in one or two goes and there's nothing left and they won't come back. So if you only shoot a couple here and there, it'll just keep coming back. Just hard sometimes. We get some people here that are greedy and they just want to take the whole lot. And then there's none, you know. So if you take 2 or 3 out of 50, that's all right. Oh yeah, cool. So you can tell them apart easy enough with the scope, yeah. How far away would you be when you're shooting at them? About 20 metres, 50 metres? Because you wouldn't get too close or they'd know you're there, I suppose. Here's another homemade one. And go through the water. Yep, for those who just tuned in, I'm just working on my cleaning up my tackle box, sorting it out, having an awesome chat with Sean Little from Spain, and he's going to turkey hunting this weekend, and hopefully he does all right. It doesn't get too wet or cold. It's supposed to be warm over there. Hopefully it's nice and warm. It's our winter time here. We're just coming out of winter, so yeah. Hopefully, I was going to go out this weekend, but hopefully it's just a lot of fresh water in the river. Makes it sort of hard to catch saltwater fish. But yeah, you can only do what you can do and you can have a good time. I have a blind set up about 30. Oh, yep, cool. Little hide. It just looks like you're in the bushes there somewhere. And yeah, so you're sort of just in the one spot and just wait for them to come through. And like you said, out of the 20 or 5 or 30 or something, you just, like that one there, pop, take that. Yeah, cool. So when the groups come through, how many groups of like 20 come through, you reckon? Oh, you use 22 Magnum, yeah. Nice size gun. Little bullets about this big, but for doing that, it'd be perfect. But it'd be pretty hard to hit a turkey in the head from, 35 yards away. A good shot. Go on now. Do you need a licence for guns and that over there? I suppose you probably would do like a permit or something. We have to have gun licences and that here in Tasmania. You only allow a certain amount for people with some land, so yeah. Oh, okay. Hunting tag only. Okay, yeah, cool. Is that just for turkeys, or there's a range of things that you can hunt for? Like, is there other wild animals there that you can shoot? Is it wild boar or pig? Sometimes there's goats as well. Yeah, so it'd be interesting to see. Yeah, cool. Love having a chat to you too, mate. Sounds good. No pigs. No, I used to have some pigs, but they used to get out and take off up the road and everywhere. It was a bit of a handful, so I end up phasing that out. So yeah, but the pig meat's pretty good. Oh, deer, yeah, we got deer here in Tasmania. We've got a big farm down the Midlands, and it's actually got white deer. There's about 80 or 90 white deer there, and they export them around the world. But yeah, some other deer in some places are actually a pest, so they go and shoot. And you've got bear and cougar, bobcats. No, we don't have any bears, cougars, or bobcats. I'm sort of great because I'd be a bit scared of them. So yeah, any limitations on the The ones you can shoot, or like with deer and stuff? Do you have to have, well, you can only have 5 for the year with your tags, or you can have as many as you want? Because here in Tasmania, if you got a tag, you got supposed to tag every time you shoot a deer. So you take the tag and you're allowed 10 for the season or something. So I'm not too sure how it works. But yeah. Oh yeah, black bear, yeah. And was that coming towards you or towards your house? Oh, yeah. So you are sort of in the bush a bit, yeah. Yeah, awesome scenery. Like, I mean, it'd be scary to have a black bear, but yeah, it'd be also quite interesting that they're that close. A different world, isn't it? Like here in the cities and the high rises, no one sees that sort of stuff. But yeah, out there, yeah, cool, nice fresh air. Do you have any fish in the rivers and the creeks and that? Yeah, limits on game for sustainability. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I think that is good. So it always keeps going, and even if once every 5 years they shut it down for a season or limited it, only so many people, you go into a draw maybe. I know it sounds rude, people don't get to go, but it just keeps the levels keep coming up occasionally. We got a small fish population here where they're flathead. Everyone used to catch flathead all the time, but now they're like this, but they're trying to put the size limits up, and you only get a couple of them, and that slowly is bringing the fish sizes up a bit. So hopefully over time it'll get back to where it was 20, 30 years ago, where you go catch. You won't catch. You'll be able to catch some, but you might take 5 big ones instead of 20 small ones, and work it out that way. But then we have like a big trawler comes in, different country or something, and they just take everything. So there's nothing left here for us. And then when we catch something that's too small, they give you a fine for $300 for a fish. Yeah, yeah, it's a clever balance really, because if there weren't hunters, the wildlife would take over. Yeah, you're exactly right. So there has to be. That's right. And it's the same with fishing that too. Like that, yeah, there has to be that other predator. Otherwise, things would just get out of control. And then one thing, like you only end up with cougars or black bears because they'll eat everything else. So you have to have that one thing that takes the occasional one of them out of the way too. Yeah, smart thinking. Right, exactly right. But yeah, thanks for those who just tuned in. I'm working on my tackle box. I don't know how I'm going to go. Actually enjoying the conversation with Sean today, which has been good, very good. Smart man, a arbitrist from Spain, lives in the wilderness net. Awesome. So we're going to have to like and sub and check you out, and hopefully a few others like and sub you too and check you out and see what you're doing and that. If you've got a few videos of what you do, it'd be awesome to see. Hey, rat bag, what are you doing, eh? And this one here too, look at him, they're hiding. Oh, you don't eat them. Last time you got a hook, Mum went crook at me and I got in trouble. Yeah, the boys, they run the house, I think. I live with them, I think if everyone should experience having their own food, yeah, I think you're right, and schools should do a lot of it too. They should raise a couple of sheep. Just down the road, we had like the extra school farm where you'd have beef cattle and milking cattle and sheep and that sort of stuff. And yeah, but now they don't do enough at school, even a school garden. Like some communities have a little community garden. You go and pick your silver beet, lettuce, carrots, the odd tomatoes and that. Yeah, it's good. And because some places people don't have access to that, so if there is a community one, when everyone just gets in, does a little bit and helps out, or something, you don't even mind if people just go and take something. It's a community thing, so just pass it forward. But yeah, I think everyone should get to experience that, and yeah, it's a good feeling of achievement actually. What do you reckon, Bob? You want to go fishing in the boat? I think Mum will let you. Yeah, it does feel right. Yeah, I'm with you 100% man. Oh, there's me, one of my work tops because I'm a house painter. You can probably tell. You want a pat there, boy, hey? Yeah, you. Front of fire hog. All blokes here getting pneumonia. Well, not really. It's not bad in here. It's pretty warm. Yeah. No, thanks very much for the chat today, mate. Thank you. Got a few more things to sort out of this tackle box. All these, I'll do a bit of paravaning. If you don't know what a paravane is, I raise chickens too. Highly recommend that. Yep, and I think you're right. Chicken very sustainable, even if you only eat one a month or something. But you're getting eggs out of them. You got half a dozen, and you're getting three. You might get 3 eggs a day. Sometimes you might get in good summertime you might get 4 or 5 eggs a day out of 6. And you swap and barter with your neighbours and stuff, or you take some to work and give them to your workers or something occasionally, and everyone would be happy. Yeah, pity there's not more community stuff like that where it just happens a bit, Even if the schools had it and people had access on the weekend, you can go in on the Saturday and check it out, and small donation, and you can grab some bits and pieces and that. I think it'd be a good idea. A little donation money goes back into buying a bit of fertiliser or a bit of chook food, but if you had a small veggie garden, you'd probably feed a dozen chooks off the the veggie scraps and stuff. So they go through, clean up all the bugs and worms and that, and then that's your next veggie patch next year, and then swap them over, whatever. Yeah. You get 12 eggs a day. Give the neighbours in 4. Yeah, excellent. How cool is that? That's pretty good, isn't it? And don't worry, man. Everything in life like that will come back to you somewhere. And even if it doesn't, it's just a good feeling, helping someone out. Something that costs you nothing, it's all right, isn't it? The actual chooks are doing your favour, cleaning up the ground, fertilising that, and you're passing it on. Everyone wins. It's excellent, and it helps you for in the future with your garden and stuff. Yeah. Oh, I'm wrapped for you, man. Awesome way of living. Like, you got much family where you are? Like, and people that live with you, or just sort of do your own thing? Yeah, awesome. Yeah, no, that's all right. Good on you, mate. No, you're a champion. Yeah, just passing on to the community. That's excellent. Like you said, as long as they leave your esky there and your cooler, that's pretty impressive. I'm proud of you, actually. There should be more people like you in the world, And you're a person like that, you'd be running your business pretty well as well. So everyone would be sort of happy on the level, It's good. It's good to see it happen. I suppose if you live alone, you can do whatever you want when you want. Have you got any rat bags like these, though? Little pets? A dog or a cat or something? Oh, 2 huskies. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know what you mean about people pinching the corner, but it's not ideal. You just get old cheap thing from down the tip shop or something, Yeah, 2 huskies. Jeez, that'd be alright. They'd eat a lot too, wouldn't they? I suppose if you get some, would they eat the bear and that when you get the bear? Or you just got to buy food from them all the time? Figure they need a lot more than you. Yeah, I reckon they would. Because they're always active and running around, I suppose. Oh yeah, homemade dog. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, you go like stuff you go hunting for and that. Is there any leftovers from the turkeys? I suppose I might be able to eat that. Yeah. No, it's excellent. It is excellent. Chicken mostly for protein, yeah, cool. How many chickens do you actually have, mate? Yeah, that's right. We got it on hand, so it's good. But you'd eat a few occasionally too, wouldn't you? Yeah. Oh, I'm glad that there's people doing that sort of, some sort of self-sufficiency sort of stuff. 27 chickens, yeah, cool. A good friend of mine, actually next door neighbour out the road, he actually was second in Australia about 4 years ago with his breeding hens, black Australorp. And it's a bit ironic because, well, Australian, like, a word for cock is like rooster, cock, like he had the second best black cock in Australia, which is, yeah, but yeah, he won an award, like, he's got a certificate for best breeding hens in Australia, yeah, second best breeding hen in Australia, which is pretty impressive actually. He, yeah, his name's Mark Maloney. If you go through me Facebook friends, you'll find him, yeah. Awesome, smart, and he just bred them over time, and yeah, um, yeah, he's good at it. Like he's run the competition side of things, the chook shows, which I didn't know that there was too many people that showed birds, but there's quite a few actually. So yeah, they have him and the Prime Minister of Australia there passing the certificate for the best, um, yeah, best black cock, the second best black cock in Australia. And he's a white dude, but anyway, yeah. It is what it is. Yeah. Things like that, on your resume, pretty good. He's actually a carpenter by trade, but now he works for an engineering firm doing roads and does carpentry work, like boxing up all the frames for stuff and that. So, yeah. And his dad works there too. They're both really handy, really smart people. No, it's good. They live in the bush too, because they're just past me. They're about 800 metres, nearly a kilometre up the road past me. And I think they got 75 or 80 acres or something. And it's all natural bush. Creek along one boundary. We share a creek. It goes off into my place to theirs, all the way through. The creek is one boundary, and then the road's the other side. And then I've got 100 metres one side, 250 metres of creek, 200 metres up one side, and 220 down one side. It's a weird shape, bit of an oblongish, but and then they're sort of similar but longer. But yeah, how many different types of chickens are there? I think he's got some Ice Browns, some Black Australorps, half a dozen other different sorts. I couldn't tell you. So yeah, it's good to have creek. It is, and I do a bit of fosking in there. And just looking around every now and then, you see small fish. There's even a platypus that we've seen. So that's pretty rare. I've only ever seen it once or twice, but it is there, and I think it's further down the other way. And it just comes up after the floods and that. So yeah, in some spots it's pretty deep, and in other spots it's only like this deep. So, but it's never really stopped running. It's always had some sort of water flow through it. Okay, closest living relatives of dinosaurs. Yeah, cool. Yeah, that's right. The chickens are, aren't they? They're like a little Tyrannosaurus Rex because they've got no. Yeah. No. It's been awesome chatting to you, mate. Hopefully I'm not taking up too much of your time. That's good. So does it take you long to get home from work, sort of thing, or you just live in the area where you sort of work? thanks, mate. I really appreciate that. Like and subscribe. I'm gonna check your videos no doubt too. Hopefully you got some on your, well, just something I can check out and have a look and share. And yeah, your business sounds awesome and your way of life sounds good. I like it. So I might learn a few things and pass a few things on. And you might check out me. I'm just a bit of a rat bag that works on stuff and depends on how much the job was paying. Oh yeah, for how far you travel. No, that's all right. Well, we travel pretty much all of Tasmania, but mainly the north half, anywhere within 200 kilometres. Sometimes a little bit further. We'll go all the way down to Bishno, do jobs. Swansea, we did a big contract at Swansea, which is about 220 kilometres away. But we was there for a long time, so you'd stay down there all week and come back on the weekends and stuff. But yeah, it's just work. I don't mind it. You know, you got to take it while it's there and have a break when things slow down a bit. So you just budget for it, allow for it. Yeah, because it'd be hard too with you, like with guys. You got to make sure that you earn enough for all them and all your fuel and everything and all your expenses. And even when I cut firewood, it's still, I work out, yeah, got 25-inch bar, you know, old steel chainsaw, but it's still roughly $1 a tonne for chain on the chainsaw. So it probably cost me a metre, say everyone will buy the metre, so it's about 70 cents for the chain, $1 for fuel. You know, it all adds up. It's about, you know, I worked it out. I'll put 4.5 metres or so on the old truck usually, and it cost me about $80 by the time all my stuff and our fuel and everything and bits and pieces, between $50 and $80 to cut a load of wood. So I try and sell that. If I sell that for $4.50, I've roughly made between $380 and $400 for the day. But you know, it is what it is. Sometimes it takes 3 or 4 hours. Sometimes it takes the whole day. You know. Yeah, I've got a large amount of saws too. If you check out some of my videos, it's a bit like this fishing stuff. Like once you boil, oh, I need the next one, and I'll get the next one. I'll get another one. But a lot of my stuff's old. The newest sort I've got's about bought in 2012, so it's 20. Oh, it's 13 years old. But then I've got an old 076. That's like mid 80s, and I've got a couple of mid 80s saws, but they all still go well. So you know, I'd like to upgrade it, but I can't see the sense in spending big money, and they still hold their value. You got a 20-year-old saw, it's still worth half what you pay for new, and some of them are worth almost as much as what you pay for new. Like I paid for an old 038 brand new MS 38, whatever you call it. That was $1,300, and now you'll still see them for about 800. So it's only lost $500 in 13 years time. Or it's they just hold their value so long and reliable. And the harder you flog them, the better they go. Sometimes it's just yeah. I run all steels as well. I do have a small Husqvarna, but sometimes you got to try out the competition. Know what's you know. But I did buy it cheap too. But the other ones I just like the steels. They're just good quality. You can. It's like my old truck. The harder you flog them, sometimes the better they go. So you got to work things. You got to, and they're just reliable. You know, you almost can't kill them. You know. Yeah. I have other swords, but the steel's most reliable. Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you there. I just steel hands down. It's just they just are. Well, they'll 064, so it's 90 or it's 89 cc. It's not the same as 66, but 64. They had a ring put in about 10 years ago because it got low pressure. But other than that, and I reckon it cuts 12 metres a year. Boy, it's easy over 10 years, and put one ring in it. You know, a second hand there. Yeah. And I put a cheap carby off eBay and a coil for it once. But other than that, it's just every 3 or 4 pulls will start. Starts easy, runs well. sometimes our fuel can be a little bit funny, so always try and have fresh fuel. That helps, otherwise they play up, but yeah, with a little bit of water or gunk or something in it, but other than that, it's usually pretty good. And what do you reckon, Ratbag, hey? You're having a sleepy day, doing not much day. Yeah, but thanks anyway, mate, for tuning in and subbing. I appreciate it. And yeah, looking forward to checking out some of your work too. Sounds awesome. I can diagnose carb issue on a saw from literally, yeah, I think you're right. At least with the other ones, with the high and low, you can tune them up and just get it so it's almost, and just back it off that tiny bit, you know, so it's not running too lean. Good mate of mine, Craig, he can tune them up on a bench, you know, sitting on a bench, you know, holding the thing flat stick and oil and shit flying everywhere, and just tune them up, you know, just by ear, and you'll feel it. And then sometimes when you get them in the log too, under load, just get that sweet spot and just back it off that tiny bit. Well, that's how I sort of do it. But yeah, but you're right. You can tell sometimes if something's got a miss, or it's yeah, and because you do it all the time, so you know. You know, no, it's excellent. So just glad that there's still a lot of people out there that do that sort of stuff and can actually do it. What sound? Yeah, quarter turn. Yeah, you're right. Yep, exactly right. Just so it doesn't run too lean and blow the piston to pieces. You know, otherwise it gets that little bit hot. You'll feel it. You think, oh, it's running beautiful, but you have to back it off a bit. Otherwise, it will blow it to pieces. It'll just bang. Yeah. No, that's excellent. Love having a chat to you, man. I'm just one of them ockers that works on all sorts of stuff and does whatever, builds whatever. Do a bit of sawmilling and stuff and that. Got a small sawmill, Lucas mill set up down at my mate's down at Badger's Head. We play around with that occasionally, so yeah, no, it's good. Those little flatfish, yep, screams under power but bogs down at idle. Yeah, yeah, it needs more on the high, don't it? Or it's sort of hard to say. Like I just play with the two till I sort of get it right. Like I'm not saying I'm perfect, but I sort of half get it in the area. So I'm sort of a bit of a bush mechanic and learn a lot of stuff off YouTube. A lot of stuff. It's just handy as it's excellent, you know. Yeah, it's run. Yeah, that's right. It is run lead if it does that. Yep. So you just get even the low one and bump it up a little bit or back out a little bit. Yeah, because you can give a bit more fuel. We just you just try it till it's right, and you'll feel it under load in the log, like you said. When it's going down, you be up, and you just feel it till it picks the revs up, and it'll just it'll have more grunt. So yeah, that's the only way to really tune them is sometimes in the log when it's under load. Well, that's how I've sort of found it, and a couple other people have showed me. But with the newer ones, I don't think you can tune the newer ones because they're auto tune, and I don't know how that'll work. If it plays up, but do you just throw the carburetor away or buy a new carby, or how does it work? Oh yeah, the most trade guys do a carb swap. Yeah, but even still, sometimes, yeah. So they're obviously just pre-tuned in the factory, the new ones, because you'd still think, or if you get an engine that's a little bit tight and you put enough carb on, sometimes you have to adjust for lack of compression, or if it's got more. I don't know. I could be wrong, but or now they're just a set and forget. Just bolt on, away you go. But then if there's no adjustment, then every time you have to buy a new carburetor. Because sometimes the diaphragms used to play up in a bit. That little bit of rubber would play up. Sometimes you get a crack in it or a tear, or they get stretch. Oh yeah, you're right. It's a total consuming trap. So you have to buy a new one. And then after that, your saw doesn't run right. You brought a carby. It's no good. It's good, but the saw's no good. And you got to buy a new saw. And you watch, you go get a piston from them, but there'll be the one you saw, but there'll be 8 different pistons, 8 different rings, different bearings. What do you do, you know? They do that, so you got to keep buying stuff. Whereas, you know, like if you look on Alibaba, you can buy, yeah, like a new car, you're right, but you can buy a new piston ring for your steel and that, 40, 50 bucks. You know, and if you got some bit up here, you can rebuild them yourself. So it works out good. But it's just hard because the way things are changing, there's too much choice, too much of everything. And with cars and that too, like you can have the same year car, but it's got 4 different sets of brake pads. Well, what do you do? Yeah, just keep everything simple. Just keep it simple. And then you go to the shop and you bring the shop up. Oh, one set of brake pads for Suzuki Swift. Oh, we have to order them in. Yeah, fuck. At least 20 years ago, there was just about everything on the shelf. Or whatever you wanted, you just go in, grab. Yep, I need this. Oh, yeah, fine, done. There's probably 20 different clutch plates, 50 different sets of brakes, heaps of other stuff. Yep, fine. But now there's just millions of everything. And you can't stock all the old, like a lot of the 10, 15-year-old car parts. It's not worth it. They're all rubbish cars. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's right. The new engines in the cars. What can you do? Some of them don't even have dipsticks. It comes up on the dash. So you got a flat battery. Well, what do you? That's ridiculous. At least a lot of the old cars. At least you can work on them. If you see some of the other videos like my old truck, and at least I can work on it myself. But now it's getting to a point where you might as well not even have a toolbox. You know, people just can't do anything. And it's sad. It's taking independence away from everyone. You can't fix something yourself. It's just getting too hard. It's just a changing world. We just got to adapt and roll with it. No, you can't adjust the time and chain. You're right. They've got to be changed most of them every 100,000 or 150,000. We got one in the Hilux that's just been done, so that's all right. So I've got another 3 or 4 years before I have to worry about that again. But at least the earlier ones, you don't have to worry about it. Yeah, that's all right. Or time and chain or time and gears, you just keep the oil clean. You never have to worry about it. Bingo. Like the old 2H diesel, you just flog that all day. Same as a Toyota 5R. Just you just can't stop them. I think they put a belt in it, so you just got to have maintenance done every 3 or 4 years. Someone has to change the time belt. Yeah, there's $1,000. 2 weeks' wages gone. Just to keep your car on road. Then it's got to be regoed. Then you got to have insurance. Yeah, it is. It's just ongoing work, like you said. It's passive aggressive enslavement, but after a while they'll phase them parts out. So you need a time belt for that car, but you can't get them. Or if you can, they're that ridiculously expensive. And then you need a time belt kit, like an adjuster set, or the things that hold the gears so the gears don't move, and that's a different kit itself. So if you can hire them from some of the places in town, so when you do your time belts, you can hire the kit, right? But you got to take it back. My mate's a mechanic, he buys lots of that sort of stuff, but it's a pain in the ass because sometimes you only use it once or twice. You know, Ford Festiva 2012 model, change time belt on that, you probably only do 2 in a lifetime, but you bought the kit and the kit cost you $300. How do you pass that on the job? Yeah, they need us to need them. But that's right. But the way things are getting, it's just too much technology. Like I'm basically technology retarded when it comes to a lot of stuff. But I can do spanners and nuts and bolts and bits and pieces, something, build some stuff. But when it comes to fixing electronics in a car or something, it's like, what? I'm just lost. So they make it so you have to have a lot of places now just parts replaces. They don't actually fix it in there, or they plug the diagnostic in. Oh yeah, number 3 solenoid's a bit dicky in the transmission, so we do this and it unsticks it. So if they can do that, they almost know that they're making problems available that they have to be fixed by plugging the computer in. So that's creating problems. You know? I don't know. The world's just getting I suppose you've got to make jobs for people. But yeah, to keep the money going around. But yeah, we're headed towards a similar place. You are with gun control, man. Yeah, that's ridiculous here, mate. Well, I can't get a gun licence because I caught some people snooping around my property. Anyway, I chased one up the road. I didn't even get to talk to this guy, and he put a restraining order on me. So now I can't have a gun licence. I can't apply for one. And I didn't even get to see this guy. And it turns out, well, some stuff was stolen. And he said I accused him of stealing some stuff that wasn't stolen. So, but you couldn't see that stuff that he talked about unless you was at the property. So he knew it was there. But he denied being there. So how's that work? And the police said that I was a threat to him, or he said that I was a threat to him. So he went and got a restraining order on me. So now I can't get a gun licence. And all I want to do was have a chat to him. But he took off. And I followed him for a little bit, and then, yeah, he reckons I've been stalking. I don't know. But anyway, it is what it is. But just, you can say that now, or say, oh, you said you was going to come and shoot me, or you was going to punch me in the head, and you can't get a gun licence. I'll take your guns off you. And you got to prove that you didn't. Yeah. Yeah, Tassie is Australia. Even in big farms in West Australia, like they're trying to make it so you only have like 5 guns for the farm, but the farm's half size of Tasmania. So you've got a cow that needs to be put down. You know, class is going to be 3 hours away by helicopter. That's just, yeah, the world's just getting. They want to say we can't defend ourselves. You know, if something did go to happen, they can just walk straight in and have tape wires. Just, what are we going to do, throw rocks at them? So ask them, please stop, come back tomorrow. You know, don't know what's going to happen. We're slowly getting wrapped up, not allowed to do nothing for ourselves. You know, soon I won't be able to carry a pair of scissors. You know, it's getting stupid. Yeah, even if you're going fishing, right, and you got a knife in your tackle box, did you need that knife? Oh, I'm going fishing. Oh, yeah, but where's your... they'll almost want you to get cut up bait next, so you don't have to take a knife with you. It's getting ridiculous. Yeah, that's right, and that's what they're doing. But even they're thinking everything's a threat. You know, soon they'll take the phone off me because they'll throw the phone and hit someone in the head with it, or a biro and stick in someone's ear hole. Well, if you want to do something, you'll do it. But it's just, why does it have to be so stupid? But they literally are booking people for having a knife, you know, on their belt, like on a Leatherman or something, or in your tackle box. They can actually book you if they can take it off you if they want. It's just got stupid, you know. I mean, yeah, but we just have to make the most of it. Maybe things go in a cycle and it'll all just get phased out because that many people will do it anyway. You know, like 99% of people would. It's just that half of the 1% that stuff it up for everyone. You know, so we just ignore them and just go through life, do the best we can. You know, without pissing anyone off or doing anything stupid. Just do that. You know. But yeah, those who just tuned in, me and Sean Little having a chat. He's an arbitrist from Spain. He's doing all right. He's going on turkey hunting this weekend. Hopefully he bags a few and does all right. Hopefully black bears stay away from him too. I don't know if it's black bear season or not over there. But yeah, that scared me a bit, the old black bears. Yeah, those who just tuned in, like and sub, and I appreciate you checking out my videos and stuff and show us all what you's doing. We have a bit of a thing happening where everyone gets a bit of a view of everything, and be great. I keep all my freshwater gear in one spot. Browns are far more dangerous. Oh, okay. I didn't know. I wasn't too sure. Because, yeah, we don't have the bear sort of thing here, but I didn't even think you'd have them in Southern Europe either. Or is it along near the Mediterranean there, isn't it? Areas where the bears net are. Yeah. Are they protected to a certain degree, or they're just, or what sort of, do you have like hundreds of acres and thousands of acres are still national parks where they roam and stuff, or how does it work? Yep. Sorting out this tackle box slowly. Yep. You know, black bear haven't typically been aggressive towards humans. Oh, okay. They're the ones that just get into the garbage bins and stuff, and they probably look more scary than they are, I suppose. But I'd nearly poo myself if I see one coming at me. You know, I'd be thinking, what do I do? You know. Yeah. You reckon, Bob? Hey, boy. Hey. Say hi. Say hi, Bob. So what sort of time is over there at the moment? They're more wary of. They're more wary than a brown. Oh, okay. Brown bears will walk up to you on a riverbank, wondering why you you have his fish. Yeah, well that'd be scary, wouldn't it? And they'll take it. I suppose probably just easier to give him the fish, or I suppose you can say, "Oh, can you please move on?" But he's not going to listen to you, is he? I don't know. Yeah, you give him the fish. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, I'd give him the fish too, and slowly sort of walk away. Can they tell if you're scared or not? Like I know with dogs, I tried to show dogs no fear, even when they're barking at, even if I'm just like, and sometimes they'll back off, which is good. Yeah. But then other times, yeah, if they know you're scared, yeah, back away slowly. Yep. Yeah, don't take your eyes off him either. Till you know you're in the car or something. You have to go far for a fish. Or you got water source and that. Yeah, no, don't run because they'll come straight at you. Yeah, no, you're right there, mate. Exactly right. Yeah. So what sort of fishing do you do there? Is it like trout fishing or oh, I suppose it would be mainly freshwater, wouldn't it? With the bears around. Run as fast as a Hyundai. We got a Hyundai, we got a Hyundai Getz. Beautiful little car. It's about the same size as a brown bear, I suppose. But yeah, if that was running beside you, it'd knock you over. It'd be pretty fast, you know. Yeah. But yeah, the little Hyundai, we've got this little automatic one, a little silver or grey something. And yeah, different world. Be interesting to see. I suppose you see the American shows where they brown bear where they can run and that, and sometimes you've got to shoot them 3 or 4 times before they go down. I suppose because all you do is pissing it off, aren't you? If you don't shoot it properly. 45 mile an hour. It's like 70 something kilometres. Oh, that's pretty quick on some of them gravel roads. Mm. Yeah, I'll just that's fast. That's impressive, isn't it? That is very impressive. Yeah. Here's some of the homemade sinkers I make. No, I'm not outrunning that animal. No, no way, Sean. Not at 70 kilometres an hour. That's mobile. Made up some of these just so they're ready to go when we go fishing. But I'm gonna put them in their bags so they don't get tangled up with everything else. See what happens. I might take the boat out shortly. I fish catfish and sturgeon mostly. Okay, so I suppose they'd be pretty big too, being there. Is that freshwater or saltwater? I think the freshwater is. We got catfish here that mainly in freshwater, but we got them eradicated because they were a pest. It took a long time. Oh yeah, freshwater. Yeah. How big's a sturgeon get? They must be pretty big, I reckon. Yeah, freshwater, cool. Any limitations on the amount of catches? What, 5 a day or something? Because we got bag limits. For trout, it's usually 5 a day, unless you go some bigger lakes, then it's 12, but it's rare that you get 12. But we got the size, 220 I think, but in some lakes, you know, you take 1 a day and it's going to be over 450 or 5 at all. Fuck, 45 inches. That's a big fish. On fresh water. Okay. What do you use for bait on that? Just a lure or grub or something? Worm? Probably a bit of turkey, a bit of chicken. Yeah, 45 inches. That's a big fish. That's a huge fish. Are they any good to eat? Sand shrimp for sure. Oh, okay. Yep. Oh, God. And the shrimp live in fresh water. Okay. Different. Well, yeah, we have little yabby sort of things. That's why I got, what did I get? These. To try these. They look like a little shrimp. Well, that's what we got, little shrimps in that here. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to try. To get some of the whiting in that out. And real whiting and salmon and stuff. But I've only caught one or two whiting this year. So they must be one of the luckiest whiting in the team. Everyone else gets one, you know, kilo each. Yeah, good, but not me. Nah. I don't know, I'm doing something wrong. But you do what you can do and just try and have a bit of fun with it, you know. Otherwise, it takes the enjoyment out. So you just got to have a good time while you do it. Put jello powder on the chicken. Oh, okay. I've got this other stuff too. Where'd it go? This. Got this to try. S Factor. It's supposed to be like a little thing you put on your lures and that. So I was just going to put a tiny bit on, you know, your hook or whatever. And it's supposed to have like some sort of attractant. Okay. Jello powder. And what sort of jello powder is it? Like just normal jelly that you make? Like, is it like an orange one, a red one, green one? Or yeah. Yeah, ultraviolet enhanced. And put that on, and yeah, hopefully it's the same sort of thing. But it'll be interesting to know how the cherry jello powder. Okay, and what, you just sprinkle that on your bait or something, do you? or dip it in it or something. Yeah, I'm gonna have to try that. Yeah. I don't know if raspberry or orange will work. I haven't seen cherry up at the supermarket, but I'll have a look. You're probably like one of my mates. They give me all these ideas that never work, so I go out and spend hours and hours and hours not catching nothing. You're like, yeah, but nah, it's all good. And they take me to the secret spots where we never catch anything. That's that secret. The fish even know about it. You know. Yeah, yeah. With the jello, how do you put that on? Now this lure here, there's a story behind this one. I was fishing at Woods Lake in central Tasmania about probably 10, 12 years ago. And this lure was on a rod laying up against the bank. Someone left their campsite, left meat, beer cans and crap everywhere. But this lure was on a rod. And I took that rod out that afternoon and got 5 fish on it. Yeah, you wouldn't read that again in a million years. Yep, 5 brown trout. It works better than the spoiled chicken even, and the cats love spoiled chicken. Okay, so well, thank you very much for that. Hope you don't mind me trying it. I'm going to give it a try. These here are good lures too. They're flatfish. If you ever use them, they go through the water. Yep, and that one there's caught a few fish. That's an X4, which means it goes about 4 metres deep. I'd appreciate it, I really do. We're all here to help each other and help each other grow and move forward. It's good. Oh, line's a bit old. From across the pond, yeah, amen. Thanks, mate. Yeah, from across the pond. Thanks to you too. Yeah, nice little one. They're good. This is a good colour too. This has caught a lot of fish. Yeah, that's it. I think we just grew up similar sort of age, doing similar sort of stuff. It's good. That's really good. I like your style. I like how you talk. You're obviously just a decent person, you know. Get in, have a go, learn a few different skills. Don't worry, mate. I'll stuff a lot of stuff up. I'll make a lot of mistakes. Don't worry about that. It's all part of learning, isn't it? Used to be this old builder in Georgetown, and he could do his nut, but he'd say the only person that does make mistakes is the person that does nothing. So, and he was good. I didn't mind John. This is my favouriteest trout lure of all time. That one. That one there has caught. Well, it's not exactly this one because I lost the original one that I had, and I nearly cried because I tried to go back and get it, and it was snagged somewhere, and I lost it. But that's caught more trout for me, these colours, than any other fish. That one. So this one's a good one too. I went to Lake Barrington once, just casting off the side of the bank. Bang! I thought, oh no, I've hooked the tree stump. No, it was a fish. Nice size salmon. And it's an original flatfish too, you see there where it says flatfish up in the corner? Flatfish. Get a lot of stuff like this off Marketplace and that, because I very rarely buy anything new if I can help it. And in Woods Lake, that there is an awesome colour. It's just that green and gold. I don't know why. It just is. It's still homemade one. Perch. Oh yeah. Yep. Yeah. And super trout. These like Kmart brand, but yep, catch a lot of fish too. I reckon these are all right. The little propeller goes through the water when you're supposed to look like a frog kicking. But I've never ever caught a fish on that. That one there would be alright. Get some funny actually going through the water. Because this will be my freshwater setup. It'll go in the new tackle box that's going in the butt. I've got a newish boat. It's old to me, but or it's old to someone else, but it's new to me. That one there's got a lot of fish too. See the action there? It's live bait, legal there too. No, I don't think it is. Oh, worms, and I think that's about it. Yeah, I don't. Nah, not live bait. Every now and then, sometimes I'll catch a fish and I'll use that for bait, but it's rare. If you get caught using glaxes and that, I think it's big trouble. We used to use the little ones about 20 years ago, 30, 40 years ago, or probably 20, 30 years ago. And then you just see it swim around and try to come up and go bang, but no, not now. I think that's been phased out. Worms really got raw deal in there, yep. They got shafted, mate. Shafted big time. But yeah, yep. Worms copped it. And you can buy scrub worms. If you check out my mate, it's got Tassie Caravan Life. They live not far from here. They travel around Tasmania in a caravan. They're actually got 1,700 subs or whatever. They're doing all right. They're promoting a lot of fishing around the state, which is good. And they'll show some scrub worms so you can buy them and that. So yeah, I think there's a couple other things you can use, but mainly just the worms. And they're pretty good for trout. They got a few trout the other weekend at the opening. There's some ones worth $5 grand each, but no one caught any of them. They tag some fish occasionally. If you get the tag fish, you get the money for it. So it's a bit of incentive for people to go trout fishing. But I'm going to have to upgrade my life jackets and that soon because every year they keep changing the laws, so you've got to buy new stuff. In the bush you need bumper reinforcement for roos. Sort of. Yeah. My wife hits a few on the way home from work occasionally with a little Suzuki Swift. Bangs into the wallabies a few times on the roo. You just got to try and slow down and watch out. Even someone I know the other day run over an echidna, and the little spikes off the echidna, only about that big, got into the sidewall of the tyre, and just went down slowly over time. I ended up fixing it, but we ended up putting new tyre. Yeah, Suzuki Swift is a good little car. She drives that for work mainly. Good little car, cheap to run, easy to park. G'day Matt Simons, Nature and Outdoor. Thanks for tuning in. Me and Sean have been having a bit of a chat about the wilderness in Spain and Tasmania, and I'm sorting out my new tackle box, which have got lots of old trout bits and pieces. I'm trying to make one tackle box for fresh and salt water. But yeah, and I might go out and do a bit of fishing this afternoon with Matt Simons. So Sims, I'm going to have to like and sub your channel if you want to check out what I do, go through some of my videos and that. A like and a sub would be great. See what happens. Yeah. Lawnmower wheels, but it gets you where you gotta go. Oh, they're alright, the Suzuki. They're like a bit like the Hyundai gets, but a little bit newer. So yeah. So Matt Sims, I don't know, I was just talking to it's bits and pieces. Just got this. I'm gonna give it a try. It's S Factor. On me, it's supposed to be like a fishing enhancement, but you know, the fish smell it. It's supposed to make them bite, go crazy. And Sean's got an idea for some powder stuff, so I'm gonna try and find some of that and give that a crack too. So yeah, 10-inch wheels. No, that's the old Mini Minor. Used to have minis, but the Suzuki's, I think they're 14s. Actually, we got the big, we got the big wheel Suzuki down here. Yeah, yeah, we don't have the little kids ones like the European ones. You got the proper horsepower down there, but they got the steel engine in them. Yeah, 14s. Yeah, they're 14s. Right. Yeah. No, they wouldn't be 15s, but we've got a Chrysler 300C as well, so we'll let her take that into town today. She likes that, so yeah, it's a bit comfortable. It's an American-made sort of muscle car-ish. It's comfortable, lots of power, leather seats. They're actually quite a luxury car for what they are, but yeah. Um, they look tiny next to a full size. They do look tiny, like compared to the Chrysler. It's probably only 2/3 of the size. I'll get in the Chrysler sometimes and turn the seat warmers on, and then you'll see, oh, it looks like she pooed herself because it gets real, real funny. Yeah, 300 seasons of working man bent. That's it. Yeah, yeah, that's it. And that's a beautiful, nice car. We got it. It had been in a slight bingle, so we had to put a new bonnet and guard and strut and everything and get it re-registered. And yeah, so we got it cheap-ish, which was good. But yeah, but they're just comfortable. Do you see many of them over in Spain? I'm not too sure, like what they are like for being around the world. You see a few in Tasmania, but not many. Yeah, these two lures here. Oh, I'm not. Oh, I thought you was. I thought you was in Madrid. Sorry, mate. There's. Oh, you're in the United States, yeah. These two. I never caught anything on these two. Whereabouts in the United States? Like what sort of state are you in? Sorry, man. That's why I thought your English was too good for someone to come from Spain or something. I was thinking, oh, geez, this dude. Washington State, oh yeah, cool. Which I've heard of it. Like I've obviously never been there, but it's alright. And yeah, being an arbitrist and running the steels, the steel actually, oh not steel, sorry. Does America actually have a chainsaw brand? I suppose that'd be Husqvarna, wouldn't they? Or Husqvarna Sweden or something, Swedish or something. I live in Columbia River Gorge. Oh, okay, cool. I'll have to Google it and check it out. Yeah, I'm down in Tasmania, in the Tamar River, northern part of Tasmania. But yeah, no, that sounds awesome where you are, man. Columbia River Gorge. Yeah. No, sounds good. Like you said, you got the bears and that. And, no, it's excellent. And all the wildlife. Some of these, I've never done much luck with these. That one there's supposed to be the same thing. Look, a little frog as well. Me. Good old silvers. Some people catch fish on the silvers. I've never really had much luck. But I'm going to throw a couple in. Because you never know. The one day that you don't take it, someone else will be using one, catch 4 or 5 besides you. Oops. And some braided line. Going through some stuff that I haven't looked at for years, so I thought I'm just going to check it all out. And yeah. A mate of mine, his missus used to work in a news agency, and they used to give away like some of these that go on the books. That was alright. Used to get free lures and that a lot. That was cool. But thanks everyone for tuning in. Oops. Yeah, that'll do alright. Johnson had Remington, Craftsman, All-American, and Johnson went under Remington, and Craftsman shouldn't have gone under first. Oh, okay. So they. Oh, did you ever have like Pioneers and McCullochs? He used to have some real big old yellow and green ones, and even Poollands too. I think I can't remember much about them, but one wasn't great. But yeah, there's that. Can't really see the name on it. But yeah, John Street. I've seen a few of them. I actually had a couple, and for what they were okay. One was about 70 cc's with 20-inch bar on it, and the other one was only a 16 or something. I thought John Street might have been similar to Husqvarna. I can't remember now. But I think I swapped the small Johnson for a steel or something up at the two-stroke engine place, because there was a guy up there that wanted a small saw or something, and I said, yeah, all right, we'll work out a deal or something. Oh, yeah, more of these. Yep, bonus. Yep. No, thanks everyone for tuning in. Those who just tuned in, I'm doing a tackle box clean-up and setup, and I'm having a chat with Sean Little from Washington State. Awesome young man. He's a tree arborist, and I've got an arborist that lives not far from where I am here. He's about 20 kilometres away, and he's a real smart man. They got property, I don't know, probably 50 odd acres or something. They got a veggie garden on it, and it's like nothing I've ever seen. It is unbelievable. He makes his own compost. He gets stuff from the feed lots and that, and the cow manure and the pig manure and all that, and mixes it all together and makes it by the truckload. And it's like something he should have his own TV show. His garden is, and he just like takes his own cuttings, uses honey, strikes the roots, and it's like something out of a magazine. When you look at it, you think, how can one man do this? But he's just a wizard, Tim, his name is. Good young bloke, Tim. I brought some truck parts off him once because he had a truck that blew up. And I needed a gearbox for me Isuzu, so I got one off him. Yeah, real smart young man. I'll put some of them in there with that, so I'll keep the bag together. They're still fresh after about 4 or 5 years, but you've got to keep them sealed in the bag. Once they get air in them, they're no good. And they're pretty expensive too, so you want to try and look after them for what they are. There's these little pumpkin seed ones. They were soft and they just go hard as a rock. Now you can't even put a hook through them or nothing. Can't do nothing with them, Bit of a shame. But I think they make them like that, so you just got to buy them every year or two. No, but thanks everyone for tuning in. Like and sub. Stay tuned for some adventures and bits and pieces, and awesome chats with people on. Sean Little, I'm gonna have to check you out and sub to you, mate. And yeah, I love your style. Seem like an awesome young man, you know. On the other side of the world. If you ever touring over this way, come on, come tag along. I'll take you fishing or something, you know. Yeah, there's another one that's similar to that one. That's an X5 and that's an LU. LU is, I don't know, I think it's like 20 feet, 6 metres or something. But I won't put that one in there. Down there's a big soft plastic, but they get fish occasionally too. All of these would have caught fish one time or another, but not always with me. Like, I wouldn't have used them all. I'd almost got too much stuff when it comes to lures and that. Just got to say, no, that's it, no more. But just hooks and bits and pieces. Brought a heap of moulds, so we make our own sinkers, so I don't have to worry about buying sinkers and stuff. Because they're just getting expensive now. And when you've got access to doing stuff, you might as well. Now they're a deep diver. They go, look at the big bib on that. Most kids I know should have a bib that big. Some of them they call stump jumpers. They go down, they hit the bottom and bounce back up. They had little deflectors and that on. Don't know if I'll take that one or not. I might go later. Oh yeah, some more G-heads. Perfect. And small swivels, so I'll take some of them, not all of them. You want to put the swivel trays and that in these, and some of the jig heads and stuff. So don't want to take too much for it, just in case you lose something, you know. There's 3 or 4 jig heads in there. There's 4 in there. I might put 3 of them. Let's wrap 3 of them up. Back in the plastic in there. Well, for those of you who just tuned in, I'm working on my tackle box setup. It's a bit of a schmozzle, bit of a mess, but trying to keep everything half organised. I only have to take 1 tackle box with a mixed bag of stuff, so always got a little bit of everything. So no matter what's floating around, you never know. Could be salmon, could be shark, could be tuna, could be, yeah. I'm just trying to make it sustainable and easy. And back in there. jig heads in there, some in there. Whoops. Yep. Oh yeah. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Setting up a few trays. From your tackle box. Swivels, hooks, bits and pieces. Like and sub. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. Yeah. Just doing a bit of work on my tackle box for those who just tuned in. A few bits and pieces. Just trying to set up a few things. Here's one of my trout fishing setups. Got a bit of everything, some soft plastics, some mixed bag of stuff. Thanks to everyone tuning in. Appreciate it. Now I'm just going to set up one with hooks and swivels and bits and pieces and everything. They just make these so they're so hard to get into, you know. Quantity 39, that's a weird number, isn't it? I'll put about 10 or 15 or so in there. Yep. A couple more. Not bad size, I don't mind these. Yep. Right, that's in there. What else is in here? Big bag of goodies. Oh yeah. That's what I found. I'll have to give that a try. That's it, I'll put them back in for the fall. It's empty. Oh, here we go. Pretend wattle grubs. Yeah, I'm gonna have to give them a run. Yep. Handmade in Tasmania. Doesn't get much better than that, mate. Here's another one my mate would have got me when his missus was working at the news agency. Some extra floats. Floats are always handy. Oh yeah, been looking for them for ages. A little box of hooks. Thanks everyone for tuning in. I appreciate it. That's excellent. I'm loving it. I'm appreciative of everyone tuning in. Like and sub, like and sub. Thanks for viewing, much appreciated. Every little bit goes a long way, you know. size. I bought these off eBay a long time ago, and they've been alright actually. They're pretty good. They might put them in with the trout stuff. Just a mixed bag of a couple of them. Bought an old boat, and this was in the bottom of the old boat. All these. They must have caught fish on them somehow or something. But yeah, there's lots of them out there. He was doing alright. He's catching fish, he was doing well. I don't know if power bait goes off. I'm not sure. Still soft. Bonus. Might need new batteries, I reckon, in the torch. Oh yeah, I was looking for some of them too. So that's alright. Where's everyone tuned in from anyway? Got a few viewers there. Nice to have a chat, see what's happening. Start the subject off you go. We can save some of the world's problems. Hopefully we don't create too many. As I want. Say hello to Bob. Hey Bob. Say hi. He's a little shy. He'll be right. He'll come round. These real small hooks are good for power bait. There might be 20 or something in there, but I'll only take like 4 or 5 of them or something, you know. Yeah, that'll do. Very rarely lose stuff. It's just nice to keep it set up at home so you know what you sort of got. And yeah. Might have to go get some wood for the fire in a sec, I think. I've been a bit slack. How's everyone's day going anyway? Everyone doing alright? Having a good time? It's probably a Friday night or something over there. See what's happening, where you're all tuned in from. Anyone want to start a conversation, just go for it. Yep. Oh, awesome. Thanks everyone for tuning in. They're like the grub hooks. Yeah. There's 6 in there, so I'll put 3 in here. One, 2, 3. Yep. Alright. That's a good one too. Caught some fish on that one too, don't worry. Got a big bend in it. sinkers. Oh yeah, that'd be a good little lure too, trout fishing one. That's supposed to be like a fish enhancer too. Got flies in there. Brand new one there. Oh, yeah, wait. But I'm chin. Little rainbow one. And I've spooled there with some line on it, but she's nearly out. Fly silicone lubricant. Musk on. Yeah, for some reason they use that on your fly. Little lemon. Yeah, that one going there too. Right, I don't know if that's any good. Look at the bottle. Looks like it's been urinated in, you know. But, well, for those just tuned in, sorting out my tackle box. There's some floats and bits and pieces and new bibs and bobs and whatever. Try and make it a bit more practical, a bit more functional. So when I go, I can find stuff easy-ish, you know. These small sinkers, which I'm never going to have to buy sinkers ever again. I've got the moulds and that now, I just pump them out. If I do have to buy some, it's going to be a sad day. Yeah, so any tips or advice or ideas on how I should, you know, set me tackle box up by all means. Throw me a few ideas. I'll put them in the tray underneath there. Floats. Oh, there, whoever's just tuned in, I'm just sorting out my tackle box. Now for a few bits and pieces, and yeah. But by all means, if someone wants to start a conversation, have a bit of a chat, try and fix the world's problems or something, see how we go. That's some of them flies. So yeah, put them in there like that. Put them in with the fresh water stuff. Go there. Go there. Probably take a couple of them, won't need too many. I've got a big box of sinkers somewhere there. There's a mixed bag of everything in it. made. Lamb. Heap of lamb. Yeah. Some lamb. Oh, I didn't make these, I brought these, but yeah. Yeah, they might go in like that. All the flat ones go down the bottom. And once they open, they can go into something else, but there was some other jigs I can't find. I've got a bucket outside with some stuff in it. But like and sub, go from your videos, see what you think, see how you go. Yeah, that's excellent. It is all good. Yep. Yeah, there as well. But no, that's awesome. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Much appreciated. Well, I'm gonna take off in a sec. I'm gonna like and thanks everyone for coming. Thanks very much. Appreciate the chat, Sean too. I'm gonna have to like and sub to you, mate. Everyone like Sean because he's just an awesome young bloke. No worries, I'll catch you later.